Welcome in today to the Chaotic Minds once again. I am your host, DJ Thunderbase, aka Devontae Ewing, and we have a great show for you today. I am joined by
Henry.
I'm joined here by Mayhem and by Dark Trooper.
Sorry. Hello, folks out there on the internet. Hope you're having a good Wednesday or whenever day you are on.
Can you hear us, Mayhem?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
All right.
Would you like to say hello?
Also known as Mayhem the Hearts Mace. Sorry for the sound issue.
And I'm Dark Trooper, the guy.
Don't worry, he's part of our staff. We're just trying to get the right name.
All right, we're gonna start off with weather today. We're looking at seems to be having a storm coming through here in Michigan. Looks like it's going to be cold weather again this weekend.
Yay!
60 miles per hour. Guys, girls, and squirrels. Holy crap! It's like wow.
Good. And coming in next week, there's possible snow coming in on Monday.
Because we haven't had enough of that this year.
How's it like out there for you guys?
Well, currently it's nice and warm. I have my windows open, then the nice warm, coolish air coming in. Before I go to bed, I will close them again because I know the temperature's going to drop like a stone. And more recent news, all the ice is gone because of all that rain we had last week. And so the water is all nice and clear. It's actually looking like water, not like a block of ice. The row team that is local. I don't know if it's local. I think it's the Michigan team is doing their laps in my lake. Apart from that, not excited about going back down to 40-degree weather, honestly.
No. This is the Michigan weather part that always happens for all of us. Is it gets hot, gets cold, gets hot, gets cold. Everybody gets sick. Kind of sucks. Though the wind tonight's going to be getting really heavy and hard. It's already getting harder over here. Surprising. Kind of kooky, kind of crazy.
I just hope the power is going out.
Yeah. Power has gone out at least once so far in the past week. It could be from power outage or things being taken down. Kind of sucks. Nothing I can do about it, but DTE people they took care of it and fixed it all. Going on, there was sadly a car crash on I-94 last Friday. Not sure about any lives were lost or anything, but we knew that it was at least 2 to 3 cars. We had one of our guys actually on the scene who was just happened to be there at the time. Watched it all happen. It was mind blowing. Back to you.
Wow. All right. Well, looks like we can expect some interesting weather coming in through Michigan, but hey, that's the norm. So we're going to switch on over now to Mayhem as he has a segment for you guys called A Relationship Talk.
Hello. So, yes, we're talking about relationships here when it comes to pros, cons, what to do, what not to do, and the understanding of balance in a relationship. For me, it's not just one part, it's actually 2 parts. I may be just the yin, but there's a yang to it as well. And for me, it's my lovely wife over here.
Hello.
Yep. So she can jump in and say hi if she likes. If not, it's up there. So, when it comes to relationships, there's different points of communication. You should be sitting and listening to your partner at times and understanding what they're saying. Not taking it into a, how can I counteract what they're saying, just what are their understandings, their needs, wants, what do they put on the table, what do you put on the table, and what are your goals, and are you going to reach them together or no? you start having problems or issues or something they don't like doing or you don't like them doing at all, communicate with them. Talk with them. Don't be rude about it. Be nice, assertive, respectful. That communication is key to all relationships, of all friendships to relationships. Even with, say, friends, you can communicate in different ways and have different opinions and still be the best of buddies. As it goes for anybody around here. You have to understand these kind of roles. There's also miscommunication. Understand if someone is trying to play you or not when it comes to a relationship. Be mindful and protective of yourself. If someone's just utilizing you for money or anything else of your own. This goes for all the guys and girls out there and even the squirrels. Be mindful of that. Someone starts asking for money right off in the first less than a couple months, might be a problem. You should go and seek help, talk to a buddy, or maybe counsel somebody if not. Or message here on this for Chaotic Minds. We can answer any questions that you put on there. And we'll get back to there unless anybody has any questions about it. We'll cut to another segment of this sometime next week or the other. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Mayhem. Now, that seems to be some really good advice to give. I mean, in truth, everyone should be listening to their significant others. I mean,
It's true.
Communication's key.
I honestly believe that there's at least 3 pillars of a good relationship. A lot of things in a lot of things have to be coped in threes. And this is not me. This is also a guy from Red Story. Is chemistry, communication, as Henry said, and the biggest one, in my opinion, is trust. If you can't trust your partner, like if I can't trust my partner 100%, it can't really be a relationship.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
You have to have trust. Trust is key in there as well as communication. You never want to have an issue in either of those. Anytime I've ever had a problem, because I had a very harsh past of hard exes, you can say. Kind of like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but reverse, where I was Ramona and she was Scott. And my wife, I explained and warned her. Yeah. So that's literally, we're going to do a cosplay of it one day. You guys will see it one day. We'll post pictures. You'll
A gender swap version.
Yeah, gender swap. I'm going to be Ramona.
Oh, so then you can get the big hammer.
Yeah, I'm going still wearing a big hammer. I'm going to wear my satchel with like 5 to 6 different wigs with all different colors. And randomly, when someone's looking away, I'm going to flip my wigs out and just change my hair color every couple minutes or so. Because people are like, what is going on? It's like, get used to it. So yeah,
all right.
Relationship things to let you guys know. Color coordination sometimes your relationship's good. If not,
It's fun.
Okay, it's fun. Couples shirts, that kind of stuff. Do the little things matter.
It is.
You do little quirks and cute little things here and there that they'll remember that more than that big giant like trip or anything crazy. Sometimes those things, one thing will ruin that whole trip. The little small things of, hey, I got you your favorite chocolates or candies or cakes. I got you, your favorite anime to watch or your favorite show or book.
Or a sequel that just gave me a soda from the fridge.
Or, hey, you need a foot rub. Or, oh, I seen you had a hard day. Or just nonetheless. Or you need a shoulder rub or anything. Those guys, girls, goes both ways. Anyone. All of you just think of that. Small little things every once in a while go much further than you would think.
It's about remembering to be mindful of the other person and not just always focusing on what you want out of the relationship.
You guys hear that from Lou?
Yeah, I heard her.
Yes. All right. And now we're going to get into celebrity birthdays.
Woo! All right. We last left off on March 11th. Now we're on March 12th. So, celebrity birthdays of March 12th. Let's see. Okay. Melina. Why do I always do this to myself? Wes Eman, 22, TV actress. Then another one, Danny Jones, 39, guitarist.
Oh.
Danny Lux, 21, pop singer. And then Smooth Gyro, 24, YouTube star. Check that guy out, see who and what he does. Stroma, 40, rapper. And then we'll go last with Marlon Jackson, 68, pop singer.
Nice. Happy birthday to y'all.
All right, we're going to go to March 13th. We have Jack Harlow, 27. We have his rapper. We have one from Bo Giro, 24, pop singer. I swear I'm torturing myself when I look at these names. I could look at all these different names that are easy to look at. I look at the hardest.
I can't, especially the really hard ones like Japanese names. No, I can't do it.
Yep. Jesse Agnes, 15, TikTok star. Wow, you're young, kid. Congratulations. Keep going. See you at 16. Evelyn Rum, 14, TikTok star. Oh my God, you're younger than that. Wow. Well, can we find the older people? All right. Noelle Fisher, 41, movie actor.
Finally got someone at least in the Middle Ages.
All right, someone's supposed to be my age. You guys wouldn't believe that.
Oh.
All right.
Really like
William H.
years
Mercy, 75, a movie actor.
Wow.
I like him a lot. And then Common, 53, rapper. Wait, why is your name just Common?
Stage name.
Okay.
Is it like the comma?
C-O-M.
Common.
Oh, Common. You said comma for a second. Like, wait, what? That's very strange. Look, yo, I'm the comma man.
All right, and then last for this one is Lucy Fry, 33, TV actress. We're going to go to the next day. Let's go with March 14th. Seth Curry, 37, basketball player.
Oh.
Seen him before. That's pretty cool. Simmons Bless, 28, a gymnast. Albert Einstein, 1879 to 1955.
Wow.
The best hairdo of all time.
That guy lived a crazy life.
I love one of his quotes about it's like having a messy desk is a sign of a healthy mind, but what is it like having an empty desk? I know it's something I'm saying it wrong.
Something about giving up. I don't remember. So we have Kesha Doll, 36, rapper.
Wow.
We have Daniel Gilly, 49, TV actor. There's movies too. Say both. Maybe it's what they first are known for.
Possible.
All right. And then last for that one's Brian Quinn, 49, movie.
Nice.
We're going to go to now March 15th. St. Nicholas, 270 to 343. That's an interesting religious leader. An actual religious. Oh, okay. It's actually St. Nicholas, not St. Nicholas as Santa Claus.
No, the one that St. Patty's Day is around, I think.
Makes more sense now. Irish people don't kick me. And no, I'm not kissing that damn stone. I know what you guys do.
I do too. I actually went there when I was a kid, and I actually
Learn some lessons.
But then I was told what they do on that stone. And I'm like, nope.
So how about no? So we're gonna do with a Paul Hoga, 32, soccer player or football soccer. I prefer it as football because we're Americans. We like to be different. Something we did that made no sense is calling it American football. We should have called that American soccer because you're socking into people more than you're using your feet to kick the ball. Everybody around the world calls it football except for America.
Well,
We
America
took
does a lot of
rugby and
weird
just
things.
morphed rugby.
America
I
does
played
a lot of weird things opposite. We still use the metric system, for example.
I use them both for different reasons. All right, back to it. Will I Am 50 rapper. He's actually pretty
Wow.
good. He's 50? Well, you don't
Oh.
look 50, man. You
The
still
voice
look like you're
judge.
like
Will I
35,
Am.
37, between there.
Skater
Something-
goes,
he's doing
too
something
bad.
right. He's doing something right.
Mark Hoopus, 53, rock singer. And then Thomas Jeff Radowski, 42, DJ. And then last for now, I Hate Everything, 31, YouTube star. Wow, that guy's funny. He does hate everything. He really does. Shout out to you. I hate
What a
everything.
name! I hate everything.
I don't know. He might hate this.
Good. That's what we want. Hate us.
We love your hatred. We
Got
feed on
Jana Aiko, 37, R&B singer. Wow, I really hope I said that right. Bad Kid Paris, YouTube star. 14. How are you a bad kid? Have you
What
seen
are
Bebe
these
Kids?
stage names? What are these stage names?
I bet this kid has never
nowadays?
seen Bebe Kids. Those were some kids.
Oh.
James
them
Madison,
little rascals.
1751 to 1836, U.S. president.
Ooh.
Who?
James Madison.
Oh, James Madison. Yeah.
Alexandra Daddario, 39, TV actress. Wow, she's 39? Only a couple years difference of you. I didn't even realize that. Mark Carnley, 60, a world leader. Wow, I can't read his name. I'm sorry. You're a lead. I feel bad for the people that say your name being a leader. Just
We apologize if we butcher your names at all. We
Yeah.
are still human.
What he said.
yes. He's the professional. I'm the comedian, kinda / fighter.
And I'm just
We'll figure it out. It's a balance.
I'm just the guy with opinions.
All right, March 17th now, guys. Girls and Swirls.
Happy St. Patrick's.
Priscilla Jordan, 17, YouTube star.
Hmm.
Aubrey Wyatt, 2010 to 2023. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. That happened to you. Doesn't even say what she used to be. Nejiro Murakami, 28, TV actor. I'm sorry I butchered your name, buddy. I showed this to Thunderbase. He would know instantly. He knows these Japanese and Chinese and any kind of Asian-oriented names he can tell you. Me, Rob Lowe, 61. movie
Yeah.
actor.
Oh.
He's 61. Wow. Grimmy's 37, a pop singer. Mia Hamm, 53, soccer player. Kurt Russell, 74, movie actor. I enjoy Kurt Russell in a lot of
Yes,
movies.
I do.
Yes. Yes.
And now I just want to go watch what was it called? Big Trouble Little China. Billy Corgan, 58, rock singer.
Nice.
Or,
Now we're going to
that
March
one,
18th.
That one Western he was in.
Adam Levine, 46, pop singer.
Ah.
Queen Latifah, 55.
Adam Levine, you mean?
No, Adam Levine. The man, not the woman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes. Him. He's 46. And those two, they always get mixed up.
What did you call him?
Adam Levine. Is it
That's not what you
Levine or
said first time.
I don't remember. We'll see it when we
You said
repost.
Lavini.
Hey, Queen Latifah, 55, movie actress. She does not look
Wow.
that younger,
Happy birthday, Queen Latifah.
right? She's not just a movie actress. She's also
Mm.
a
She's
rapper,
also
R&B singer, a dance choreographer and coordinator, and she actually knew martial arts and stuff. Cool girl.
Multi-talented lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she is. She is triple threat. Tink, 30, rapper. It's a very nice looking lady. Carrie on 28 YouTube stuff. Solo Sikoa, 32.
Solo Sokoa.
Yep, you know.
Oh, member of the Bloodline.
You want to talk about him
Member
for a
of the
second or anything?
Bloodline. Well done.
What?
However, I am sorry, Solo Sokoa. You are still going to be only a wannabe tribal chief.
Ooh.
Ouch.
You got
Hey,
struck by lightning.
Heyman said it first.
You heard the thunder.
Heyman said it first, and he said it to his face.
Lily Papa, 25, rapper. Last Thomas Ewan Griffin, 63, movie actor. Now, for today, last but not least, March 19th.
All right.
Michael Lee, 25, YouTube star. Gang Gravy, 29, rapper. Chase Anthony, 39. I'm guessing you used to be a movie star? Ooh, Bruce Willis, 70. Movie actor. I'm so sorry for what's happened to him, good sir. You're one of my favorite actors. He has some kind of brain disease or injury or something that his speech is giving him issues from what was on the internet.
That's unfortunate.
One of my favorite movies of all time that I can rewatch a million times and plus is Fifth Element. I
Yes.
love that movie over and over again. I'll rewatch that movie.
Same.
Yeah, it's very sad what happened to Bruce. What happening to Bruce Willis. It's like to see such a great actor end his career in such a crappy way is not fun.
No.
Mm-hmm. And Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It
Like
is.
me.
Yes.
I agree. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I will be next to him. You will fight us both.
Yep. So happy birthday, Bruce Willis. Thank you very much for your amazing movies that we love watching over and over again.
And your
We will always remember those 80s guitar riffs.
I love him in. I also liked him in The Expendables.
Oh yeah, dude, great. Also, Clown Prince, 23, YouTube star. That guy's fun.
And the film,
Andy Reid, 67, football coach. I'm sorry about your tongue. No, really, we're gonna go back to Glenn Close, 78, a movie actress. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Don't look up what her daughter does for a profession. Belcher, 31, pop singer. And last but not least, Hakeem Zakai, 32, soccer player. I hope I said that right. And that is your birthdays for this week of March on Chaotic Mind.
Nice. Happy birthday to all of those lucky and amazing birthdays. And in local news, as you said a few days ago, we had a accident on 94, right?
Yeah, that was upsetting. Also made our buddy Lyden late. He was 30 to 40 minutes late for an event to help raise money. Glad the people are safe that did have the car crash. We know that from our knowledge, no one got killed or
That's good. That's good to hear there were no injuries.
vehicles though. That's different news. Is there any news that you know, Dark Trooper?
Local news? No. I'm trying to think. No, I can't think of anything. Or I can tell. No, give me a sec.
Well, besides that, we also have anything that is that comes down to local news. The weather is getting much colder for everybody. Got to be mindful of that. Dress warmer, at least for the next week or so.
Yeah.
There's a new scam going around the Delta Township and Grand Ledge area, so be on the lookout for that. There is a missing pets scam.
Huh.
People are claiming to have information about pets to collect rewards when they have no information at all.
That's kind of messed up. So, other news when it comes to scammers as well for that. If any of you are getting strange calls or anything involving taxes of IRS or anything, IRS do not call you, especially in that kind of format. They're a scam. Be mindful. You call them out, they'll block your number. They're just gone now. If they don't call you up or block your number, use a different number and see if they drop that line and get a new one. So be mindful and wary of scams, text messages, phone calls, and/or emails.
And it looks like Michigan farmers are calling for regulatory reforms on the Eagle hearing this week. So that should be interesting. Hopefully they can get back and get the things they want, because we need our farmers.
Yes, farmers are very important.
Yes.
You guys don't realize how important that is. Yeah, the kind of game over on what you think is in the supermarket, where do you think it comes from? And same thing when it comes to truckers. How do you think it gets there? There's all these processes to get to point A to point B. It's not just point A to point B. It's point A, B, C, D, E, and finally F to G, which is you guys. G to grocery. Just sadly but true, there is so many different processes. Taking the food, getting it processed, getting it clean, getting it properly cut up, diced, and sliced, and packaged properly and set up, and then from there put into containers, shipped off, drove, set back into said markets, and then also placed out after being tagged 4 times. There's much more even than that probably that I missed.
And on a recent shooting that happened yesterday in Hillsdale County, unfortunately, in other news, the cops are not being charged for the shooting.
Well, of course they're not. Since when has the cops ever been held accountable?
Depends on the scenario.
Yep, cops get
Hopefully-
held accountable.
Very rarely.
Mm-hmm.
Depends, I believe, on the
But
county.
unfortunately, there wasn't enough evidence to fully charge the officers.
Oh. Where's Daredevil? Good show, by the way.
But, in other news, is there any upcoming events that anyone would like to speak of? I know there's the March de Nain Rouge coming up this weekend on Sunday
Oh, yes.
in Detroit, Michigan.
Over in Northville, Michigan, there's actually over by the mill race. There are a few things coming up. On March 26th, it's a ride through Northville with Ellen Elliott's and Hugh Jarrett's. again, I apologize for butchering your name. A Ritual Hill ceremony, a little bit of everything with Jen on April 23rd, and this is actually going way far. On May 28th, in 1849 Shakespeare riot of New York in New York City. But on the actual Michigan front, hang on, let me switch it back. There's actually quite a few. There's an all artworks gallery show for kids in Grand Rapids. There's on the 29th, Emily Castello in Royal Oak. I am totally butchering that. I so apologize. In Grand Rapids again, for those whiskey and beer lovers, an Irish and whiskey beer dinner at the Gravity Tap House Grill. Not sponsored. In Southfield, a Jazz and Blue Taste of Mariachi. God, I totally butchered that. With the
Taste of Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Taste of Mardi Gras. I think it is. There's a communal lecture in Alpena, Lapena. Alpena, yeah. It's called Ladies of the Light. It actually sounds quite interesting. I wonder what it's about.
Surprisingly, it gave me a Monty Python and Holy Grail kind of vibe. But
I want to know what the lecture's about. Doesn't say.
All right, and
All right.
other things that is happening as well. The Hands of the City presents Downriver Comics and Collection Show, Toys, Comics, Collectibles, and more for Lincoln Park High School Gymnasium. Yeah, it's been there for several years now. Saturday, June 7th at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, June 8th at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Or, yeah. It'll be at 1701 Champaign Park. There's also a costume contest for anybody who wants to know about it. It goes Saturday at 3 p.m. There's a $100 prize for 16 and up, and a $100 prize for 15 and under. Sponsored by Big Ben's Comics Oasis.
We all love that.
Oh, yes. Featured guest, legendary artist Bill Morrison. And a
Nice.
art contest that is going to be there as well for Sunday, 1 p.m. $100 prize for 16 and up, and a $100 prize for 15 and under. Sponsored by the Green Brain Comics. And also the silent auction table sponsored by the comic book universe battles.com.
Nice. Nice.
And it's $5 per person.
Amazing. And also
By the way,
for those that are planning on attending the March de Nain Rouge at 3 p.m. during the after party in Cass Park, just across the street from the Masonic Temple in Detroit, Michigan, you can catch me having my first live pop-up concert of the season. It'll be a nice little warm-up taste to what you could expect to see April 5th in Ann Arbor, Michigan for DJ Thunderbase live at Hash Bash.
Awesome. Also, on that note, for the Hands of the City presents for the Downriver Comic Collection, there will also be the group that has shown up there every year for entertainment and combat called the Bray Mercenary Knights, a GMK, which is part of the Chaotic Minds here, and also you might see a little bit of DJ Thunderbase himself there in combat and in music.
Yes. So we have a look.
And probably myself.
We'll see all there. All right, now on to the next subject, though. We are entering into our lore news. And I hear that Dark Trooper here has something a little important along this subject. Dark Trooper?
Yes, I'm actually going to tell you the tale in Norse mythology of how Thor lost his hammer the first time. This is not. This is not.
What do you mean the first time?
This is not the first time. Let's be perfectly clear. This is not the first time Thor has lost his hammer. Now, to put it straightforward for disclosure, in the original Norse mythology, anybody could pick up the hammer. It's not like in Marvel where the hammer will not allow anybody to pick it up. No. In Norse mythology, you could pick in the original Norse myths, you could pick it up. It's using it is the difference. Thor was actually had weapon training as well as augmentations to help him use the hammer to its full effect. Plus, he was the god of thunder, so I just added to his coolness. Anyway, how the story begins is Thor, after a very vigorous giant slaying, after a long rest after giant slaying, woke up and found that his hammer was missing. Well, as may know that he went looking all over the place, and both the god and all the realms and all the gods. He even asked his father for help, looking for it, and he couldn't find it. So he but he found a note saying, "I have your hammer." Now, don't quote me on this. I'm all paraphrased. "I have your hammer, and I will be willing to negotiate. Signed, Thrym." Very popular giant name. Anyway, so Thor, enraged and kind of worrying because he's not a negotiator, went to the greatest negotiator he knows, Loki, the god of mischief. This was before he killed Balder. Anyway, he went to Thrym and negotiated. Thrym, being old and feeble, being old and very nearsighted, when Loki walked into the room, he said, "Thor, you've gotten smaller and thinner since the last time we met. How interesting." So during the negotiations, Thrym said, "I will give Thor's hammer back if I get the hand of the beautiful goddess Freya." Well, after Loki leaving, knowing what Freya would say, she basically would tell both Thor and Loki to go have sexual relations with Thor's ghost. For just suggesting that. And rightfully so. And so Loki, being the cunning man that he was, being the cunning trickster god he was, convinced Thor to put on the wedding dress and, using his sorceress ways, disguising him as well himself as a handmaiden, to go and trick Thrym into getting his hammer back. Well, then they travel. Thor being all very grumpy because he's in a wedding dress, and Loki trying to appease him, saying, "This is the only way to do it, so quit your grumping." And getting there, Thrym throws up his door and saying, "Freya, my love, how is it?" Thinking, not realizing that the big, burlish oaf of a man that Thor was no way hell looking like Freya. So they had a mighty feast. Or, being the gluttonous bastard that he was, devoured everything he ate in front of him. Thrym being not even suspecting that this isn't Freya, saying, "My, you have a very healthy appetite." Anyway, as the ceremony goes, the hammer is presented, because in Norse mythology, Thor's hammer is used as a symbol of courtship and in Norse mythology. Thor, seeing his hammer, grabs hold of it, rips his veil off, and systematically slaughters everybody in the room, including Thrym, who he breaks his head in half like it was a ripe melon. Thus end the tale of how Thor lost his hammer for the first time. Moral of the story is, don't steal from thunder gods. It never ends well.
Thank you. And wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's warranted that after having to go through that humiliation.
Oh, it makes it even better. The rest of Asgard and all the other gods never let him hear the end of it.
Oh, jeez.
So, what kind of dress? What was your cup size?
Pretty much.
Oh.
I heard you could fit a perfect figure. Loki told us everything. Loki! So, back to it.
All right, and so with that, we head into our final section of the evening, which is our political news. So, take it away, guys.
So apparently the French want the Statue of Liberty back.
What? That's so reserved. I'm sorry that I don't care. I am special needs, so yourself. So back to it. Why? What is wrong with the French? Like, it's been almost 200 years, 150 something.
Yeah, something like that. Hang on.
And didn't they go to the EU or something about that? And the EU just laughed about it. Like, no, it's the Americans. Maybe if it was 20 years, that'd been a different story. But 100 and something by a different president or leader that gave it as a gift of peace during the segment of that era. That is something completely of an act of war.
It was oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It was given on July 4th, 1884.
1884, people. And
Damn.
and that's not including when it was created in the prior process, which took a couple years, then putting it together. And it's been a symbol of America for a long time and a staple of America. Now we have so many things that sell with USA on.
Not to mention the fact that the French have their own version of that statue in Paris. It's just not as big.
There's a few countries I think that do actually.
They had to make a couple in order for them to make the actual full scale model. They had to make little scale models in order to get it to look at the way it wanted. Then they just sized it up.
Yeah, and then they just gave the other ones away, or so gave them as peace treaties or something.
They kept one and then sold the others, I think.
Nonetheless, yes, they sold or traded and utilized them for. Why wouldn't you? If I have like 50 different statues, all the same, just all different scale, I'm gonna be like, really only need one of you. Give me the medium one. Yeah, what about the rest? How much are they worth? Up the price by 10. Get that guy to sell them. Why? He can sell them for more. Carry on. Hey, history is fun and dark. But another thing I would say, I left, right, straight, doesn't matter for me. I say we should legalize marijuana across the board, period.
Agreed.
I think that it should be still categorized in some kind of formality like alcohol, though. You should not be driving, smoking. I know some people can. There are people with a lot of skills that know how to. But that's for experience and it's been around for a long time. Not for your first years. And then secondly, like it shouldn't be around every single person. If someone's allergic, there are people that are allergic. And don't
Who's
do it
not
at work.
allergic to anything nowadays?
There's a lot of
Then
people.
again, it's the same thing with alcohol, though. There are
Yeah.
people that are allergic to alcohol.
Well, there's a lot of people that gain a lot more allergic over the years because of the products and foods we've been eating that have not been good and processed through our bodies, such as like the fake foods and the plastics and whatever's been mixed with our real foods. So, beefing it up.
There is actually a disease that actually converts sugar into alcohol. So this person, for example, has never touched a drop of alcohol in his life, but still gives off that alcohol like aura, like you've been drinking for like a 3-day binger. But all they had was like an apple. That is actually a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what other local news can we make fun of today?
Well, when it comes to any kind of local politics, so far I know the Coach Mayor Higgins for Lincoln Park for his political for being the mayor is now the president of the Moose Line and helped host a fundraiser for Lincoln Park High School for the swim team. Looked pretty well. Every single person did their thing.
I got one. In Las Vegas, I think it was last night or a couple nights ago, someone set a bunch of Tesla cars on fire.
Again?
And what I find most interesting about this is that he set the cars on fire, or the person, I don't know if they identify if it's a male or female, I should say, next to cars that are gasoline cars. So it's just like, okay.
They were looking for a big explosion.
Yeah, I guess, but it's just like, it just doesn't make any sense. Or it's just like the other night where I think it was a couple weeks ago, where somebody went into a parking lot and stole all the tires off the Tesla cars. Didn't touch any of the other cars. They only stole the tires off the Tesla cars.
Well, there has also been a lot of uprise going on lately with people wanting to ban electric vehicles, stop the manufacturing of them.
There's a pro and con to both. Electric vehicles, I'm not 100% on both. I think we should have hybrids. You should have that backup power. Oh, I ran out of gas. Turn on the battery. I can make it to a gas station.
Yeah, I can
Stuff
see
like that.
Yeah,
I don't believe in the whole 100% full rely on electric. If EMP hits, all vehicles useless. An electrical surge or something, lightning is more likely to strike. The weather gets too hot, batteries explode. Weather gets too cold, batteries die quick. And it's already been proven numerous times. It only works in the certain weathers. We are in Michigan. This is the perfect place to test vehicles. That's why the Big Three was created here for testing vehicles. Because we have all 4 seasons yearly, all the time. There's only one other place that's really
There's
like
a reason they call Michigan the bipolar state.
Yes, it is.
I think it's Ford. I think it's either Ford or GM has a huge testing facility over outside of Milford.
Yes, they do actually.
And it's like I drove past it every time I went to go see my father, and it's just like, wow, this is huge. I didn't even think, and I imagine if I was working for that company, I imagine that some of the perks is it's like I get to go drive really fast on these tracks and not give a fuck.
Yeah, it's the Ford driving experience. I took part in that when I was actually in school. I got to take part in the driving experience from Ford, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, I actually found another one. There was I think it was on the 17th. Yeah. There was a video on this other one about a bartender kicking somebody out in Indianapolis for wearing a Trump hat into their bar. Which,
that's not right.
On the one hand, I do agree with the fact that that bartender had the right to deny service to any person. I don't care if it's a MAGA person. I don't care if it's a gay person.
Yes, but you have a right to deny to a person, but you shouldn't for their political standpoint. If someone came in with a Biden or Obama you wouldn't just deny them for that. Just sounds wrong on that side. Just, I believe that it should be like, hey, now if they came with a KKK shirt on, or a Nazi or a swastika or anything like that in their chest or something like that, yeah, sorry, you have to at least have that covered. Come back in here with a different shirt on. You're not welcome with that. But now,
or at least given the opportunity to take the hat off. Like say, hey, I don't want that hat on. Please take it off.
like, yeah, like, that could work in a way that's like, hey, if you don't mind, this is more of a left-leaning area. I'm doing this more for your own safety. I just don't want people to start riot or issue or drama with you. Do you mind if you can take it off while drinking? Hell, if you do, I'll even give you your first drink for free or a shot, like out of respect or something. Just there has to be a common courtesy back and forth between this. So there has to be, if you have to give up a little bit, there has to be a little back, like, or at least have a sign: no political shirts, no political hats of whatsoever entering this bar, meaning either side or any side or all sides, just in general. Just because, like, the one thing that bugs me about political is that they say TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. I think that's wrong. I think it's PDS, Political Derangement Syndrome. I think everybody is some kind of politically deranged in some kind of manner because it's became a sport, like I was talking about, like a video game or something like that. Like, hey, this team. There's more than that, and that's why we should talk about, like, there's the middle teams for all that stuff. Comes down to it, and there should always be three. It should be like a Triforce in that way. You have your power, you have your wisdom, and then you have your courage. They should always be bouncing back and forth.
And it's also the simple fact is like so many people get so triggered by just like an innocuous comment, like something like, "Hey, can I open?" Like, or someone like very politely. You see a lady who's struggling. You open the door for them, and then she chews your head off because it's like, well, I don't need your help. It's like, I'm just trying to be polite because I see you're struggling. But then you chew my head off. I'm going to be less polite.
Yeah, no, it comes to that for us. Like when I was talking about the whole, like, banter back and forth of left and right and arguments of people seeing me differently. That's why I believe in the Purple People Party. For, like, we're in the middle, or we're for people, by people, of people. We stay, like, what happens to you mix red and blue, you get purple. And you don't need anything else besides that when it comes to understanding. And then what's more American than evil? You get your red, you get your blue, you get your black, you get your white. You get all of it to represent accordingly. Red, white, and blue. Still in there, still understanding, and everybody has their concepts of it. When it comes down to it, for people reacting accordingly and disrespectfully, it comes down to the thing I was talking about earlier about communication. We all need to communicate accordingly. Like, I could count 100 times at least, maybe 200, with me and Dark Trooper here having a conversation that could have gone wrong.
Many times.
All because I could have said something different or rude or snarky or disrespectful. He could have done the same. We both had conversation with each other, and if we come up and say, hey man, by the way, we'll talk about this later, or we'll get to this later, or hey, there's this on this side, there's this on this side, you're right on this, I'm right on this. And look, what's really going on? It's something behind the scenes, not just what we're both talking about. It's a distraction. You see what I'm doing over here, you don't see what I'm doing over here. That is actually reality in what we've been dealing with for years now.
Point.
Sadly and truthfully, we're in a magic game with a guy that can change his hands numerously.
2 days ago, I'm looking in the news 2 days ago. Apparently, Trump is saying that Biden, the pardons that he did on January 6th are void. Any opinions on that?
It goes to the ones that
does
he's
not have the authority to decide that one way or the other. I think that's a Supreme Court decision.
It is, and that's what he did. Is he sent it down to a Supreme Court division because they're the ones that want to see it and check it out. The sheer fact is, certain ones he did sign. Those certain ones count as the ones he did. He only allows so many pardons as president. He did double or more, which those ones were auto pen, some extra 10 or so. and they're the exact same signature, just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste over and over again. And no, it has to be done by the president for writing. He has to be there at least in witness. That's the whole concept of signing these, anyways, to prove that you witnessed these. There's always going to be a proof. You're never going to have 100% exact every single time. It's not possible. And even if you practiced your writing that good, it's never going to be exact every single time. It's just something was going on. They're investigating it. They're checking it out. They want to know the truth on who did what and why and for what. So they sent it to the Supreme Court. Hopefully, we'll find out the truth, because that's mainly what it's about. It's not about the F you to anybody or anybody did anything bad or good. It's more of what's really going on, why are you guys hiding things, and why were these people pardoned certain things at certain dates, certain times.
But I sincerely doubt we're going to find out anything anytime soon.
That I 100% agree with you, because look at this. Trump signed the thing for Epstein files, JFK files, Martin Luther King files, and such, and all of it. They were supposed to bring it out. They even brought out fake binders with all of them on there going, look, we have them. Look, we have them. They're right here. We're going to release them. They took a bunch of photo op pictures. Never were released. They talked about it saying, oh, there's some horrible things, and there's names you won't believe. This is going to change the world forever. Nothing was released, and anything they did release all blacked out. You get 3 words per paragraph, maybe more.
Makes me wonder if it was classified or not.
Yeah, because there was 2 sides playing each other the whole time that are to make something horrible happen and to innocent people, and that is wrong. I understand the concept of what happened there is being a victim itself. That stuff is not fun. I'm very protective of children and young people. That kind of stuff. And hopefully we can get justice or some kind of truth one day. Someone will figure something out. If not,
or probably when we're all little old men, when we actually find out about this stuff, when everybody's already dead and buried.
When you can't do nothing. Or when you're dead and it's your grandchildren. And they're like, who are these people? And we would have been ranting and raving, but we're gone now. They did that on purpose. But
any final statements as we get ready to close this night out?
Yeah. For anybody who's from Wisconsin who's watching this, I know you have an election coming up in 2 weeks. Please, it doesn't matter what side you're on. Please go and vote. This is one of your duties as a citizen, as well as your opportunity to speak your voice. Please go vote.
Voting matters, people. It does. We've already proved it a couple times recently. Let's do it again. Everybody just do your part. Every little drop in a bucket will fill that bucket. And you watch the scale move like a Libra.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us tonight here on The Chaotic Minds. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Same time, same place. Once again, this is DJ Thunderbase signing off.
Good night.
The Chaotic Mind.